The Notebook, released in 2004 and is directed by Nick Cassavetes, however you pronounce his last name, who's also behind such films like Alpha Dog, My Sister's Keeper, and The Other Woman. And this film is starring Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling. Noah and Allie were never meant to be together. Allie comes from a rich family, while Noah works in a lumberyard. But there's no fighting between true love between these two, as Noah and Allie spend an amazing summer together in love. However, due to worldly events, such as Allie's father shipping her off to college, and Noah going off to fight in World War II, it seems that their love has faded away. Until eventually it's not, and these two fall back in love with each other. It's a movie with the brilliant tagline of, "Behind every love, there is a great story." So it's a love story. That's what you're saying. Wow. Oh, The Notebook. A film that gave us just an unrealistic take on couples and love and how the world works. Thank you very much, Notebook. You did well. This is based on the Nicholas Sparks book of the same name, and gosh, don't we all just want to be Noah and Allie in our lives? If I'm a Noah, I need to find my Allie, and if I'm Allie, I need to find my Noah. God, this movie is cheesy as hell. I remember back in 2004, I would have been a sophomore or a junior in high school, and because of that time, I remember the idea of going to see this movie, or watching it when it finally was released, the idea was an event film. Like, everyone talked about it. It was kind of reminded me of Titanic. When Titanic came out, everyone's like, have you seen Titanic yet? How many times have you seen Titanic? Hey, it's a big movie that's at the box office. And it's one of those films that is just made fun of relentlessly ever since it was released. It's such a weird dichotomy because it is made fun of, or at least in my world, it's always made fun of, but it's also like revered as this great love story, and it affects everyone emotionally by the end, and it still holds true to this day. Watching it for this review, this film is so sappy, it is so cheesy, it's so almost annoyingly unrealistic, but yet the payoff is so beautiful, and you're like, gosh, I want that to happen to me. We're probably going to get into spoilers, so if you haven't seen The Notebook, turn it off now and go watch it and then come back. And now that you've done that, let's talk about it. So the film is narrated by this old guy talking to this woman in this nursing home, and it's clear that she has some form of Alzheimer's. But right off the bat, I mean, how could you not know that, oh, the old guy is Ryan Gosling, and the old woman is Rachel McAdams, and he's just trying to get her to remember their great long relationship that they have with each other. And then we flash back to the late 1930s, early 1940s, and Ryan Gosling is trying to pick up on Rachel McAdams, which the way that Noah convinces Allie to go out with him, he basically threatens to kill himself by hanging off of a Ferris wheel and asking Allie, hey, go out with me or I'm going to lose my grip. Let me give you a piece of advice. Whoever you are, if you have someone who is trying to court you, and the best way that they can come up with to convince you to court them is by committing suicide or attempting to commit suicide, don't go out with them. Call somebody because they need help. I don't know if that was like a 90s, late early 2000s mentality about, hey, I'm gonna hurt myself until you go out with me because I'm so in love with you. I don't know what it is about the mentality, but that is not healthy. That is not good. Wasn't one of the boyfriends on Dawson's Creek, didn't they do something like that? I forget the dude's name in the show, but the guy who kept asking Michelle Williams' character out, he climbed to the roof and proclaimed in front of everyone, hey, I love you, just go out with me, or I'm gonna jump off this roof. I'll say I'll go out with you, just so you get down and you're in a safe spot, but then I'm calling someone, because you seriously need to sit down and arrange your priorities. Once Allie and Noah start dating, of course it's the most beautiful love story ever told. It was a summer full of kissing, and love, and passion, and a boy, cute as can be, and a girl, crazy for me. Summer days. Oh, drifting away to, oh, those summer nights. Tell me more, tell me more. Did you get very far? Tell me more, tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Yes, actually. Noah did have a car. It's a summer fling that Allie's parents are, they'll tolerate. But as soon as the summer is over, you're going off to college, and you're going to marry a rich boy who comes from, like, Southern plantation and comes from old Southern money. Because that's going to be the safe route, Allie. That's going to be the way to make your life so much comfortable and so much easier. Isn't that what you want? Oh, God. This movie is so easy to make fun of. It's almost relentlessly painful just how focused and how passionate the director, the writer is of the script on just these two characters. We really get nothing else. Allie basically has no one else in her life, and if she does, we never spend any time with her, like a best friend or something like that. No, she's just going from this relationship to the next relationship. And there's like no substance there. I want her to go out and live her life and develop her own identity and her own persona as opposed to being attached to a male figure throughout her entire life. I just want more for her. And with Noah, he goes off to World War II with his best friend, who we get a little bit of a backstory with. He loses him. He dies in a battle. Just brush over, because he's got to get back and write his letters to Allie. Because that's the important part of this story. Not developing any other emotions for this character other than, love and hate that Allie's gone away. It's a film that's just, it goes back and forth, back and forth. Oh, these two belong together. No, they don't belong together, but they really belong together. Oh, I'm engaged to be married. Oh, but I really love you. Okay, let's get back together. No, that's just wrong. No, let's get back together again. It gets annoying to a point. Like, I'm annoyed just talking about it. The only reason that this film holds like a special place in people's hearts is the last 15 minutes when we don't get Ryan Gosling, we don't get Rachel McAdams, we get the older versions, and we see that love connection. And we see Allie remember for a couple of minutes, hey, yes, this is my husband, this is my one great love. That is heartbreaking, and it is beautiful, and I love those moments, to the point where they pass away hand in hand together. And that's the beautiful dream, right? To pass away with the person that you love hand in hand in the same bed, whether it's in a hospital or whether it's in your own bed, just passing away together. I'm getting a little teary-eyed just thinking about that. That is a beautiful idea and a beautiful concept. But what is so frustrating and annoying about this movie is that we have a great love story, we have great passion, we have great chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. I love seeing these two on screen together, but we only see them really in the quote honeymoon stages of this relationship. When they start dating, when they separate, when they meet two other people, and then when they get back together again, and then stop, flash forward 60 years to when they're old people about to die. We're missing the beautiful part of the relationship, and that is getting married, having kids, going through hard times with each other. It's such a romanticized idea of a romantic story. This is what love is. It is making the correct choice to follow your heart and not your money, not the easy route to where you be fine and financially stable. No, follow your heart and be with the person that you're passionate with. And then once you do that, nothing else is gonna matter until like the last few days that you're alive. Wow, I didn't think I was hating this movie as much when I was watching it. Because, like I said, that ending, that last 15 minutes is beautiful, and it saves this entire film. But now looking back on it, just as a whole, this film just doesn't work. It's pretentious. It's annoying. And you're just like, oh my god, get together already. If you don't want to be together, just end it. Please, I'm sick of it. I do believe it is a movie that everyone should watch at least once in their lives, just because, like I said, this was an event film. That last 15 minutes, everyone talked about it because everyone was bawling in the theater. I was getting a little teary-eyed when I was watching it for this review, again. But outside of that last 15 minutes, this film is sickening, syrupy, hilarious, to the point where it's almost endlessly make funnable, and it sparks some of the greatest memes online. The one where Ryan Gosling is saying, "What do you want?" and the subtitle is like her trying to decide what we're gonna have for dinner. That's perfect. That is marriage life right there. But that's really all that this film is. The majority of it is just a meme generator, and There's a lot more beauty to a relationship and to life that this film totally skips over and just focuses on the main passionate honeymoon stages of a relationship. And that's I'm not all about promoting that. I'm promoting about realistically how relationships go and how beautiful those can be. So I'm going to give The Notebook 2 out of 5 Blu-rays. Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part in my videos where I pick which movie I'm going to be watching next. And the next one comes as a recommendation from one of my longtime friends, my old technical director in my undergrad theater department, Jerry Dennis. You have been clamoring, trying to force me to watch all of the weird movies that you watch, but this one caught my eye just because of the title. It's a film called The Taint. And I love that I get to say that on my review for The Notebook. But Jerry assures me that, no, this is not about, that area of the human anatomy. No. Taint means that it talks about the water that's tainted, that's contaminated. Sure, Jerry, whatever you say. I am so terrified to watch this movie, Jerry. You have no idea, but I'm gonna do it for you, because you are a good friend, and I trust you. And I know you wouldn't lead me down a weird path like this. No, you absolutely would. What am I saying? Of course you would. But we'll check it out next time. Thank you, Brooke, for the recommendation of The Notebook. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, leave your comment below this video, or go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, or my Twitter, and leave your recommendation there. And if I have access to it, I will watch, review it, and give you a shout on the channel. So guys, if you've seen The Notebook, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this movie review, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you saw here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so you know the next time I release my next movie review. So everyone, I will see you next time with my review of The Taint. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.